Hello and welcome to my desktop, which I've specially tidied up in preparation for your visit today. I wanted to chat to you a little bit about using the Pippa ID CD, share some ideas of how to make using it easier, maybe explore some areas of it that you've not seen before. So first thing I'm going to do is explain that I've actually copied the contents of the ID CD onto a folder onto my desktop, so I never have to actually look for the actual CD. I'm just going to click on the folder here. And this opens up and shows us the contents of the ID CD, everything here. It may look a little confusing, but basically we're looking for this one that says ID on it, and when we click on there, the program will open just as if we'd put the CD in the CD drive. So here it is. Just a couple of things to say before we move away from the opening page here. This is version 2. If you're not using version 2 and you'd like a copy of it, do let me know and it'll be my pleasure to send it to you. Gail Hughes was the creator of the Pippa ID program. She, along with several members of the Pippa Club, put it together. Has to be said that Gail did all the hard work and the programming, and what a fantastic job it is. Thank you very much, Gail. She made it freeware. You can see here the freeware, which means that you're free to copy the CD and pass it on to anyone who might be interested in having it for themselves. But please don't sell the CD. It's not intended to be sold. I'm going to click on next, and we've got a page here with some more information just outlining the purpose of the CD. Just want to draw your attention to this link here, which if you're using the program for the first time, recommend clicking here for extra information. Other than that though, I'm going to move straight on, pressing next again, and this opens up the main page where you're searching and identifying your Pippa fashions, Pippa dolls, etc. The ID CD basically works like the pages of a book, and if you happen to know the page you're looking for, you'll find quick links to page numbers on the right hand side. But I don't know the page number. Basically I've got a skirt and I want to know, is it a Pippa one? And if so, which fashion collection is it from? So I'm going to click on skirt. I happen to know that it's a maxi skirt, and here we've got 10 choices. So there are 10 places on the Pippa ID CD where a maxi skirt is described. So each time you click on one of these, it opens up one of these choices. You can have a look at it. Here we go, this is the first one. You'll notice it says page number 42 here. This isn't the skirt that I'm looking for, so to make this disappear I just click on the actual page, revealing the flowers again, and I can have a look at another one, and again that's not the one. And you can click in any order, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to click on this one. Oh yes, this is the fashion that I'm looking for. I've got this skirt here, and I can see that it's from the 1980 Riviera collection. Oh, it's got a top with it. I'm obviously going to need to find the top as well, aren't I? So that's quite an easy way of using the category search, but there's another way of looking through the CD using something called the find feature. So I'm going to show you how that works. I'm going to again click on this page 186 here, get rid of that, and if I go up to edit and then find, if I were to type in gingham and then press find, and then it says, do you want to search the beginning? Yes please. And so now the CD is going to show me every instance where gingham is in the descriptive text here. So that's not the skirt, is it? Let's see if we can find it. And again we can see gingham here, but that's not the one. And once more some more gingham, but still not there yet. And again more gingham. And here we are, this is our 1980 Riviera collection gingham skirt. One thing I should say about this find feature, it is fantastic, but it's not infallible. So let me just illustrate what I mean. If I were to type in blue gingham skirt and then ask it to find, one might imagine that it would go straight to that item. So yes, let's search from the beginning. Oh dear, it's saying text not found, and the reason for this is that although these three words, blue gingham skirt, are all in this description, they're not. It's an exact phrase that it's looking for, and so if you type in an exact phrase and that exact phrase isn't actually in the descriptive text at the top, it won't return the search you're looking for. So just be aware of that. I find the best way to use the find feature is to possibly just search for one word. So say for instance if you were wanting to find Pippa's ballet shoes, I've just typed in ballet, click on find, yes, search from the beginning, and we can see that straight away it's gone to the Pippa Goes Dancing set. There's a nice picture here of the ballet shoes, so you can see whether the ones you've got are the right ones or not. Popular question. So that way, using the find features taken me directly to the item that I'm looking for. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to use the back button. Oh, let's just remind you how you use the find again, just so we don't forget. It's edit, find, and there you go. But using the back button, let me show you another way that you can look through. Here we go. So you've got all these different categories, and they work exactly the same way as the skirt search. But say you just want to look through the CD just for the pure pleasure of it. All I did there was click on nothing. I just want to browse, and here you can see that first issue Pippa's popped up. We're on page number 4, and this really is just like turning the pages of a book. So click on next, page number 5. Click on next, page number 6, we're up to Tammy, and it's all in chronological order. There are hundreds of pages actually, so you'll have a lot of fun looking through these. Oh, I like that one, that's one of my favourites. But this is not the only way of using the ID CD. These search features are really useful, but there are more files included on the CD that don't work from here, and you need to look at them a slightly different way. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to close down, which I can go File, Exit. I'm going to close my desktop version of the ID CD, and I'm going to open up the CD version. It wouldn't matter which way we're doing it from, but because probably most people watching this are looking on an actual CD, I've pressed the start button. I've gone to computer, and here you will see this is what my computer looks like, and here in my DVD drive is the ID CD. I had conveniently put that in there before we started. I'm going to right click. So having right clicked, I then go up to explore, and this then brings up the full contents of the ID CD. You might even hear the CD start to warm up. Oh, there we go. And this is showing me everything that's on the ID CD, just as it did before. But let's just pay attention to some of these extra folders here. For instance, one useful thing here that Gail's put in is list of Pippa items. And this is an actual Word document, which is really great for nerds because it lists everything that's on the ID CD with the page number, so you can scroll down and look for everything. You could tick them off as you go along. How satisfying will that be when you have eventually got everything? So that's quite useful. I'm going to use the back button here to look again at the different folders, and let's open up the Pippa Patterns folder. Lots of requests for patterns. There are knitting patterns and there are sewing patterns here. Let's have a little look. Which one shall I open up? I'm always scared because I don't sew. So this is from a McCall's pattern apparently. I'm sure if you're a seamstress that'll mean something to you, and you probably want to turn it around as well, wouldn't you, so you could actually see it. But you could print that off and use that, I'm sure. So there are quite a few different patterns there you can have a look through, satisfy your creative impulses. There's Meccano catalogues, which is basically just a folder of JPEG files of some of the Meccano catalogues. There's also TV clips from when Pippa's been on the TV. There's a folder that's got all the Pippa Star Turn pages. So if you don't own the book Pippa Star Turn, you can actually see some of the pages, in fact all of the pages from the Pippa Star Turn book. So I'm really hoping that that'll help you explore your way around the Pippa ID CD. Have fun with your pippering, and come back soon to see if I've made another video. Bye bye.